welcome back to my channel. Hope you're doing well. And look at here, we're pulling out the midnight train to somewhere. We're burning the midnight oil. Yeah, that's what we're doing around here. I am so glad that you are back with me for really a late one. I feel like I'm out partying or something like that. But I hope that you're doing well. I hope you're doing okay. And if this is the first time you're seeing me, good night. I hope that it's been a good day for you, a good weekend thus far. For me, I've been just busy here putting out these stories because, hey, there's just a lot going on and there's all kinds of stuff going on. All right. So, you know what we're going to do? I wanted to hit you up with two more stories before I called it a night. So, I hope that you are relaxed, got yourself a drink of whatever you like, and just enjoy the conversation. And leave me your thoughts in the comment section below because I'd like to know what you're thinking. Now, these are, well, I was going to say this is a bit more of an easygoing video. One part of it is, and the other part, well, it depends on who you are and what side of the coins you fall on. And also, to that end, it's also providing an update to a story that I did not too long ago. Well, it's probably been a little while now. But anyways, so we're talking about Jermaine Dupri, as you can see. And we're also going to be talking about rapper Eminem. He had what appears to be somewhat of a victory within his trademark case against Giselle Bryant and Robin Dixon from Real Housewives of Potomac, actively and respectively, because as we know, Robin will not be returning for future RHOP. So I had actually did a video sometime last year when all this stuff kicked off. And so if you hadn't gotten a chance to go and check that video out, feel free to do that because it's got a nice little breakdown of everything that was going on at that point. And this video here right now for this portion will just serve as a bit of an update as to what's currently going on at this point. And I thought because I'd already shared the original situation that I would bring this update to you as well. So we're going to go ahead and start with the happy-go-lucky stuff first, and that's Jermaine Dupri. Now, if you had watched the BET Awards for this year, I know it's a lot of controversy going on about those awards. It's either you love them or you hated them. There's a lot going on. There's been a lot of changes to the structure of award shows, and a lot of us are just not that interested anymore. And at the end of the day, I think that if we could get back to the way it used to be, we probably would come back in droves because we do like a good award show. We just want one that is, I'm sure you already know what I'm talking about. But anyways, I digress. But there was some good points from what I understand, because I didn't watch it this year. I did see it last year, and you will see a couple of videos that I did last year. And I kind of, went back and forth with whether or not I was going to do anything for it this year. But, there was just so much controversy that was going on. I didn't know if it was going to be, much of interest to really hear of all the negative, because it just didn't seem like it was enough positive, to pull out of it. But one was that Usher got a real big award, and I think some other individuals got some great awards, and so kudos to them. But one thing that was a highlight that I did actually see was, getting a little bit of a chatted up on the kind of like red carpet type of thing where they give the interviews and stuff. And I just love Jermaine Dupri because he was talking about two great things going on in the world right now, because they're really truly a great escape for a lot of things that are going on. One, he was talking about my favorite celebrity couple, and so probably one of the most celebritized beefs to boot, because I can't think of one that's been greater at this point, the Kendrick Lamar and Drake situation. And I know that there is a definite line between whose side you're on that, but I do think that the winner was pretty much announced over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. So you can most certainly share whose side you were on that if you like, or you can just sit back and relax and just share what your thoughts are about the sharing. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right. Now, according to ET Online, Jermaine Dupri reacts to Ashanti and Nelly's baby news, talks Drake and Kendrick Lamar's rap beef, and he gave it exclusively. So ET chats with Jermaine Dupri about Ashanti and Nelly's baby news and the latest on Drake's beef with Kendrick Lamar at the BET Awards. Whether you're Team Drake or Team Kendrick Lamar, Jermaine Dupri says there's no denying that the rapper's months-long feud has brought life back to hip-hop. And I don't think there's it's going to be ending anytime soon, right? Dupri chatted with ET's Deidre Behar on the red carpet of the 2024 BET Awards, where the 51-year-old mega producer weighed in on a public beef that's played out across multiple diss tracks, a moment in pop culture that Dupri said pushed back against the idea that hip hop was dying. I didn't even know hip hop was dying. Did y'all know hip hop was dying? I mean, there might be a certain area of hip hop that needs to die, but as far as hip hop as a whole, no. Now, it just brought life back to hip hop, he opinioned. People say that hip hop was dying, and it was a dying genre at the time, and I think it just brought a lot of light back into it. Made people start talking about rap again. I never stopped talking about it, I guess, but he's got his finger to the pulse. So the public feud seemingly all began with Drake and J. Cole's October 2023 release of First Person's Powpowing, in which Cole called him Drake and Lamar the big three of rap. And Lamar's response in Like That is what seemingly ignited the lyrical war against Drake. Now, while Dupri preferred not to choose a side when it comes between Drake 37 and Lamar, his daughter Jalen said she was probably Team Hendrick. The producer wasn't shy to admit that he decided to attend Sunday night's award show after it was announced that Will Smith would take the stage to perform his new song. Did you guys see that by any chance? And I've heard mixed reviews on that too. It's kind of, I guess, part of his comeback. I don't know if he's going to continue on with a rap career per se from this point, but it seemed like it was one of those ways he was trying to connect with the people. So let me know thoughts if you actually saw that performance. I think it's really exciting. That was one of the things that made me really want to come. I'm sure it did, because we haven't seen Will Smith do a performance in rap in quite some time. So that is something that you probably want to see. He had shared with ET, and I started seeing that type of stuff, and I thought, okay, that might be something to go to, because I guess he was thinking I need a reason other than his good friend Usher. Dupri is also looking forward to watching Usher to be honored with this year's prestigious Lifetime Achievement BET Award, which is presented to game changers and industry pioneers who have left a lasting impact on the culture and entertainment, and that is very much well-deserving for Usher. So congratulations, Usher. Now, the 45-year-old will join a list of previous Lifetime Achievement BET Award recipients, including Whitney Houston. Oh my gosh, I miss her. The Voice herself. Prince. Yeah. Queen Latifah. Yes. Anita Baker. Love her. And Mary J. Blige. Love her. Samuel Jackson. Love him. Lionel Richie. Love him too. New Edition. That's my group. And Busta Rhymes. That's my guy. Now, he put the work in. It's been a long, dirty journey for him, and he's still at the highest level of his game. And I would have to agree, because Usher is just on fire, isn't he? I mean, he has just been getting all kinds of greatness between last year and into this year. I think he's got a tour coming up. He just got off his stint with the Vegas shows that he was doing. He just got married. He also did the Super Bowl. So he is just as tough now as he ever has been. Now, Dupri said of the recent headliner for the Apple Music Super Bowl halftime show, he can go on and on. So it's like he's that artist. He just deserves this award. I can't remember all my Roman numeral numbers, so I know there's 3 after, so it's something 3. Well, 53. What's the L? Anybody know what the L is? I know what the V and the ones are. That would stand for 8. So whatever that L is, I don't know. Is it 58? I don't know. Y'all tell me down below. Meanwhile, Dupri's longtime friends and collaborators, Ashanti and Nelly, recently announced that they're expecting their first child together. And yes, that was a beautiful news heard all around the world and in the social media streets. I'm so excited about that still. Now, Ashanti, 43, and Nelly, 49, who rekindled their longtime on-again and off-again romance last year after calling it quits in 2013, have become inseparable since they sent the R&B world into a frenzy after being spotted together for the first time last year. Boy, they have been sending the world a stutter, or sputter is the word? Oh, we've been in a frenzy since that, I don't know, since that rub on the back. That's how long we've been in a frenzy. They love each other. Oh, it's so sweet. I love. They always loved each other since day one. And you could see it from day one. Dupri told ET of the happy couple. You could really see it 100%. See, this is one thing I love about someone when you ask them a question and they don't hide around nothing. They don't pull no punches. They go straight to the answer. And not only did he give the answer that we already know, and so happy to hear, he doubled and tripled down on it. So yeah, Dupri's my guy too. So that was really fun to hear all those wonderful things about all the tea that he was spilling quite a bit. So let me know your thoughts about what he was saying. And for the most part, really, I mean, what else more you want to say? I'm hoping that you're happy for the thoughts of the new impending joy that is the baby that is coming. The baby. Yeah, we are really, really, I guess we're on baby watch now, really. So, but we're excited for that. For that happy married couple at that. And and I really was one of those ones that it didn't matter to me whether they got married or not. I just liked, as long as they were together, that's all that was good for me. I didn't need anything else. But just to say that they're married, yeah, I get it. Yeah, I get it. It does add an extra little oomph to it. And now with the Kendrick Lamar and Drake thing, I'm just going to go there. What side are you on? Drop that in the comment section. I'm curious to see how many are on either way. Yeah, do that, okay? I would like to know. All right, so let's move on to the next story. And it is Eminem. Still in the news. And he ain't backing down. Look at here. This is what's going on. And I'll fill in the blanks if it doesn't add all the stuff in here that I think would be helpful for you to know. Now, Eminem shuts down Real Housewives of Potomac stars Giselle and Robin over deposition and shady fight. Eminem scored a huge win in his ongoing fight. Now, this is actually according to In Touch Weekly, by the way. Now, they're sharing that he scored a huge win in his ongoing fight with Real Housewives of Potomac stars Giselle Bryant and Robin Dixon. In Touch can exclusively report. The rapper, real name Marshall Mathers, 51, is fighting Giselle and 53 and Robin, 45, over their effort to trademark the name of their podcast, Reasonable Shady. Giselle and Robin filed an application with the United States Patent and Trademark Office Board. They asked for the permission to use Reasonably Shady to sell various products, and Eminem quickly filed an opposition to the application. He claimed he spent decades building up the Shady brand. The rapper owns the trademarks for Slim Shady, Shady, and Shady Limited. He said if Robin and Giselle were allowed to use the name, it would make it appear he had endorsed their product in some way. Robin and Giselle's mark, Reasonably Shady, simply looks and sounds like shady and suggests that it represents the services of Mathers, Eminem's team argued. Eminem's attorney added, Reasonably Shady so resembles opposers' mark, Slim Shady, Shady, and the mark Shady Limited in terms of appearance, sound, and commercial impression as to be likely when applied to Robin and Giselle's goods, to cause confusion and mistake and to deceive. Robin and Giselle denied Eminem's claims that people would believe he had any association with their businesses. They asked the United States Patent and Trademark Office to enforce Eminem to sit for a deposition. Eminem argued he should not have to personally appear. He said his longtime manager, Paul Rosenberg, had far better understanding of the document's marketing and advertising than him on the matter. Rosenberg has worked with Mathers in connection with his career continuously since at least 1997, and well before his hit album, The Slim Shady LP, was first released in 1999. Eminem's lawyer wrote, Giselle and Robin disagreed. They argued Eminem should appear along with Paul, given they both appeared for a deposition. An assertion of Mr. Mathers being too busy will not be enough to avoid having to sit for a deposition, the reality star's lawyer said. As Robin and Giselle, both celebrities in their own right, have provided the courtesy of sitting for deposition for Eminem, it is not overly burdensome for Eminem to extend the name courtesy of his obligation. Following an intense back and forth, the United States Patent and Trademark Office Board ruled Giselle and Robin can depose Eminem's manager, but not the rapper. The board noted Eminem turned over 2,500 pages of requested documents to the reality stars. The order said Robin and Giselle have sufficiently demonstrated the need to take the deposition of a witness in order to respond to a closure summary judgment motion. The United States Patent and Trademark Office Board said Giselle and Robin failed to demonstrate that Eminem's deposition, rather that or in addition to Mr. Rosenberg's deposition, is needed to respond to the summary judgment motion, particularly given Mr. Rosenberg, not Eminem, provided the declaration supporting the motion. Giselle and Robin will have 30 days to notice 30 days to notice, take, and complete Paul's deposition. The case is ongoing. And of course, I'm going to continue to be monitoring this situation, and I will be sure to provide an update to you guys on the platform as we continue through this very lengthy process of contesting the trademark use of the Shady Podcast. And I would love to know your thoughts about this situation. It doesn't look like it's going too well for Giselle and Robin. I'm thinking I would hedge my bets that they may be looking for a new name, and if they haven't come up with one, they should probably start. Do you think that this process has been, I guess it really doesn't really matter what any of us thinks, right? I mean, the law is the law at this point. But were you aware of this story, and how do you think it's going to play out? I personally feel it's going to be a situation where Eminem's going to continue to fight until the restoration of what he's looking for takes place. And I feel like, I hate to say it, that Robin and Giselle may have to come up with another name for their podcast. But I'd love to know your thoughts, and, share those please down in the comment section below. And by the way, why we're thinking on that end, because this is probably not going to go in their favor, but I don't really know, right? We won't know until it all comes in at the end point. So I guess we can't count the ladies out yet, as it's still ongoing, and we'll just have to see how things go. But why don't you drop down some ideas of what they can call their podcast, besides what it is now, because they may be interested in knowing, some other options if they haven't thought of one already. But I would love to know your thoughts on both stories, both sharings, that, as well as, are you Team Drake or Team Kendrick? And and feel free to go ahead and throw those congratulations, if I can get the word out, the well wishes and all that good stuff for the new baby that's going to be coming soon. That is Ashanti and Nelly's baby. I'm so excited. Like amongst many people are, because how could you not love love? How could you not love happiness? It's not enough of that goes around. So to be able to see someone doing it and seeing somebody win, that's, believe it or not, a win for everybody. And it definitely makes you start looking at your own life and make sure that you start figuring out some ways to get yourself some wins. So let's keep the blessings going for all that. And let's hope that Giselle and Robin have got a backup plan to their name of their podcast, because I think that's going to be a changing. That's just my thoughts. I'd love to know yours down in that comment section. Feel free to put those down. So look, I think that's going to wrap it up for this evening for me. I am so glad that I was able to spend some time with you, and I'm glad you were able to spend some time with me. So, I should be back tomorrow, because we've got some things to get into tomorrow as well. I've got some stories, some things that I want to share my opinions and my thoughts, and I definitely want to get yours. So I hope that you will be ready for me tomorrow. But make sure that you get your notification bell on. Make sure that it is on all, so that way you don't miss my next update and updates, because it's probably going to be multiple stories that is going to be coming out tomorrow. I'm going to do my very best to do that. And I hope that you will be here for those videos, and we'll share your thoughts as well. And of course, if you are new here, go ahead and subscribe to become part of the family. I would love to have you. And I thank you all for your viewing support. And I hope you have a great evening. Be safe, stay blessed, and until next time. Bye.